And we are back.
Huzzah!
Who are you calling a puppet?
Oh yeah, in case you couldn't see, I'm basically replaying Moonlight Stage because this video gave me the most shit to put together. Just about every take was a failure. Until I finally fixed my goddamn recording settings. So unfortunately, you likely won't be seeing every skull. I will be showing off some skull locations, but since I already collected them, I'm just saying, fuck it, go through it. 100% ruined.
Well, I mean, technically, it's still 100%.
Yeah, I'm still doing 100%, but for anyone that's using this as a guide, can't do that no more.
Or you could just play the game yourself, you fucking scrubs.
Yeah, I know, right?
I say as I've used checklist videos for Mario Odyssey.
I was about to say, weren't you using Game Explain for this as a guide for the scrolls in Splatoon?
Yep. Because honestly, I really wouldn't care about that, but you guys wanted me to show it off, so I'm like, fuck it, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's world building.
Being fair though, with Odyssey, we all have our own guides.
Yeah, mine's
I haven't been using my I got the collector's edition. I mostly get the collector's editions guides, mostly because I like how they look, and like with the case of like the Breath of the Wild and the Final Fantasy 15 guide, especially the Final Fantasy 15 one, they actually have backstory and like actual, story bits.
Oh, so more story than the actual game?
Yeah, that's an old joke, right?
Yeah, but still not gonna let that live on.
I'm honestly tired of hearing those 15 doesn't have a story joke.
No, I'm more talking about how much of it was fucking cut.
It wasn't cut. None of it was actually cut. It was the thing is that with the 15, it was more that what they were trying to do with regards to this storytelling. Not a lot of the extra story bits, like they're all there. Like there's side stuff that you find around the world with like the pamphlets and the cosmogony books. It's mostly like none of the stuff really would have
also
met.
Here's a new gimmick. Those lanterns that have jello on them.
They bounce you?
They make you bounce in the opposite direction from where you would dash.
Huh, that's interesting. But yeah, like the cosmogony books and stuff like that. The thing with the lore around like with 15, it's mostly like the fact that a lot of this stuff really wouldn't be like cohesively put together. Like there really isn't a place you could just put that stuff in without it being like a pace breaker. And it's kind of like a damn if you do, damn if you don't, because we all hate those moments in RPGs where it feels like they just stop the game for a plot dump. You know what I'm talking about? Like in Final Fantasy 9, we have the like 10 minutes with Zidane talking to the Garland, just for like a massive plot dump.
You're saying this to a guy who's never played 9?
9's good, damn it.
It's coming up on my backlog. I've got right now Nier and then Yakuza Kiwami as my next two big games.
I'll get to it eventually. Eventually.
You still need to play 6, damn it.
It's on my Vita.
I have played 6 halfway through the game. I've got.
Well, no, I'm talking to Eric.
It's on my Vita.
Well, you're playing the PlayStation port. You're already doing it wrong.
What's a Vita?
Good. That I was about to say that's a good answer.
I call mine my Persona 4 machine.
Yeah, I was about to say. You mean the JRPG machine?
Yeah.
Or a friend of mine calls it the Weeb machine. It's either JRPGs or Japanese rhythm games.
There's one of those bird enemies hidden in that jello. Pretty much just claw at it. You don't have to deal with it. And that's that's a darkness upgrade over there. Showing that off.
So, yeah, like, it's really less that they cut shit out and more that they just couldn't really put in a way to make the whole thing cohesive.
Sounds like then they should have focused more on their writing team, just saying.
Well, no, like, it's more like, the thing is they're also trying to do, they're trying to do the Western RPG thing where it's, and it's actually not even just exclusive to Western RPGs, it's, they're trying to do the thing where it's, the story unfolds for you, the player, as it also unfolds for the character. It kind of like, trying to, it's kind of like the trend of games trying to remove dramatic irony, where it's like you learn things as the characters themselves learn shit. You get what I mean? So it's kind of a double-edged sword at that point. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Claw spam.
I will admit, though, they're taking way too long with those goddamn story updates. Because as it is, we've only had 2 so far within the span of a year.
Do not jump. Do not jump. Now you jump.
Ah.
Because once you jump, you trigger that. You just want to keep go. You just want to keep moving forward until you can get the skull. Stupid birds.
Oh, I see the birds. Yeah. Oh shit. Also, rip.
Thanks to my cloak.
Oh, you're using. Which cloak is this?
I call it the Green Goblin cloak.
What does it do?
Basically, if you were to die, on something like pit or spikes, you just lose some will. You just lose some will in darkness instead of dying instantly.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, it's really handy for beginning players if you're not good, if you're not too good at the game.
Or in places like this where they're kind of dickish with the lava.
Yeah, or if your timing's not good when you gelatin the lava. Break time is over. Screw your gelatin. Also, yeah, Mole Knight's exclusive gimmick here is gelatin.
What does it mean when he covers himself in jello?
He's gonna be bouncy like that.
Oh, so it's nothing pertaining to you.
Well, that, and when he's regular, he doesn't bounce. And then when he does,
I more meant like, does it affect you, like the way you hit him?
No, not the way you hit him, but when he bounces when he goes on the floor, he bounces rather than slide. Minigame time! So, time to show off the minigame that's exclusive for this mode.
Well, someone for, for, Shovel Knight, we have Mona's game. What's the one for Plague Knight?
Plague Knight. Shoot, I'm gonna, you know what, I don't remember.
I know a lot of people hate this one.
Well, they just need to get good, scrubs. It can be tough, but it's doable. It's not that, it's not fucking impossible. And it costs you nothing to attempt.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have to pay anything.
Oh god, Contra Syndrome, really?
Well, there's a... Well, there is a bit of justification. that headless knight is rising with an electric floor.
Well, I see the electric floor, but it's like... Okay, so that platform, is that death now?
I couldn't tell you because, I mean... Because the electric floor will be catching up, so I don't know, like, if maybe you're quicker than it by a lot, you can go back to it.
Yeah, like, see, the electric floor isn't there, but, like, that platform, is that death now?
Like I said, I couldn't tell you for platforms that you passed, but the electric floor hasn't yet.
Because I noticed you managed to actually, I think you actually did land on a certain platform that was off screen, so I would,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like,
No, it's the electric floor that'll be your instant death.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, this minigame doesn't cost you anything, and pretty much you just have, you know, money to gain out of it. Shut. Like I said,
Please tell me you speed up.
you know, I don't even.
Oh, is it random?
Yeah, the arrangement is random.
Oh, okay, so I was about to say, please tell me you speed forward.
You will
but-
see some familiar arrangements, but they can be in a different order.
Okay, so at least that's worth showing again then.
And pretty much your best friend is the claw, because it'll at least take care of multi-hit enemies quickly.
Okay, yeah, like that answers my question right there.
Okay, yeah, you can stand on platforms that, you know, that the electric floor has not passed.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, you can stand on off-screen platforms. Okay, that's good. Like that's like Contra Syndrome. That's
Yeah, you have a bit.
That's a
you,
tr-
you
that's
have,
one of the-
You have a bit of leniency.
that's one of the biggest sins of NES gaming. Actually, what's worse? Contra Syndrome or Knockback?
I mean, why not both? Because this mini game pretty much includes
Well, like-
both those sins together.
Because, like, Castlevania Knockback never... I mean, honestly, on occasion, it's actually saved me a couple times. Contra Syndrome is just stupid.
Well, yeah, Contra Syndrome is pretty stupid. Because, like, what the fuck happened to the platform that used to be there? Or actually should still be there, not just, you know, a pit. We're halfway up there.
Moot. You're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die.
Like I said, if people say they hate this just because they can't complete it, all I can say is get good scrub. Like, you have nothing to lose.
Honestly, I can. The one criticism I could see about this is that it takes a bit too long.
Yeah, it's a pretty tall climb. That's all it is. But like I said, you have nothing to lose. You pay nothing.
Oh my god, that was close. Jesus.
Living on the danger zone. Living on the edge.
God, Eric, that was... Don't do that!
How tense am I making you?
Oh god. Fucking crumbling pits. I barely trust you enough as it is. Only reason I know this one's successful is because I actually zoomed in and watched the skimmed the part ahead of time.
But you didn't watch the full thing.
Of course not.
Excellent. I love tension. Well, jump to victory.
Okay.
Vector, Victor.
Vector, Victor. Okay, now what do you get?
More money
Confetti!
and an achievement, and yeah, confetti.
That was more, Oh god, I don't know what's better, which confetti's better, that or the one from Portal 2. I just realized, today was your birthday. I got a real surprise ready for you. Happy birthday!
Anyway, that's the part. Goodbye, everybody.
All right. Bye, everybody. God, my face.